Are you the kind of entrepreneur who lies awake at night not dreaming, but replaying every decision you made that day, wondering if you're building something or slowly burning it down from the inside? You're not crazy, you're not broken. You're just running a business with your nervous system stuck in survival mode. Because deep down, it's not about working harder. It's about what happens when your emotions take the wheel. So have you ever wondered why, despite reading every business book and trying every strategy, you still freeze up when it's time to make the big decisions that could change everything? Well, you're not alone. Thousands of entrepreneurs just like you wake up each morning, obsessively check their phone for business updates, and spend their days second-guessing every choice while watching opportunities slip through their fingers. Maybe you've tried expensive business coaches who give you frameworks, but ignore the panic attacks, generic mindset courses that tell you to just think positive while your stress levels hit the roof, or therapy sessions that help with life, but don't understand the unique pressure of running a business. What if I told you that the real reason you can't make clear decisions isn't because you don't know enough about business strategy? It's actually because your brain's emotional center hijacks your logical thinking during high-pressure moments, creating what scientists call emotional flooding. Think of it like your car check engine light coming on during a race. The faster you need to go, the more the warning signals take over your dashboard. When stress hits, your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, literally shuts down access to your prefrontal cortex, where clear thinking happens. This creates a vicious cycle. The bigger the decision, the more emotional chaos you feel, and the less capable you become of making smart choices. It's like trying to drive with a cracked windshield. And no amount of business strategy, courses, or positive thinking can fix this, because they don't address what's really happening in your brain during these critical moments. Even more shocking, research shows this affects 89% of entrepreneurs during major business transitions. The science is clear. When your emotional brain takes control, you'll continue to feel crushing anxiety about making the wrong choice that ruins everything, experience paralyzing self-doubt that keeps you stuck for weeks, make impulsive decisions you regret within hours, avoid necessary pivots because the fear feels overwhelming, lose sleep replaying every business scenario in your head. But here's the breakthrough. Your brain's decision-making system can be rewired, and it doesn't require years of therapy, expensive business coaches, or hours of daily meditation you don't have time for. What you need is the Decision Intelligence Framework, basically a way to interrupt the emotional chaos patterns in your brain's stress response centers. It's like hitting the reset button on your brain's automatic panic and freeze response when big business choices come up. Just like restarting a glitched computer, this framework helps your mind start fresh with new, clear patterns of making smart moves under pressure. See, here's what most business advice gets wrong. They tell you to trust your gut, or ignore emotions and stick to data. But both approaches miss the real problem. Your emotions aren't the enemy, they're actually business intelligence you've been throwing away. Think about it. When your stomach drops before signing that big contract, that's not weakness. That's your brain catching red flags your logical mind missed. When you feel excited about a new direction, that's not just wishful thinking. That's pattern recognition telling you something important. The Decision Intelligence Framework works through what I call emotional data mining, taking just 15 minutes before any major choice to decode what your feelings are actually telling you about the business situation. It taps into your brain's natural ability to process complex information through both logic and intuition working together, not against each other. Think of it like upgrading from a basic calculator to a supercomputer, or switching from black and white TV to full color HD. The beauty of this framework? It doesn't add more work to your day. Independent research in Harvard Business Review and Stanford Leadership Studies shows that emotional intelligence isn't soft, it's a performance multiplier. Leaders with strong EQ decide faster, rally teams deeper, and turn strategy into profit more reliably than those who ignore it. But here's what most people don't realize. The reason you freeze up or make impulsive choices isn't because you're weak or inexperienced. It's because you've been trained to see emotions as the opposite of smart business thinking. That's like trying to drive with one eye closed. Your stress tells you where the real problems are hiding. Your excitement shows you genuine opportunities. Your doubt points to risks worth investigating. When you learn to read these signals like business reports instead of ignoring them or letting them control you, everything changes. You stop second-guessing yourself after every decision. You move faster because you trust your process. You sleep better because you know you're making choices from complete information, not just half the picture. And look, I need to be completely honest with you. I'm not some business guru with fancy degrees hanging on my wall. I don't have a Harvard MBA or years of corporate consulting experience. I'm just a guy from Colombia who moved to the US and felt completely lost for way too long. Picture this. Jersey first semester. Back home I could tint a window in my sleep, but now every class sounded like radio static, and the shop after school spoke a language called inches. I'd line up the film, breathe, slice, and still miss by a mile because my brain kept yelling centimeters. The foreman raised an eyebrow. My inner voice raised a white flag. Nights? Me replaying the same YouTube tutorial at half speed so I could catch every word. I knew what to do, yet one tiny mismatch, language and numbers, turned skill into chaos. Ever felt that way? You're capable, but the system jams and suddenly you doubt everything. So when my world turned upside down, I tried everything the experts recommended, business coaches who loved strategy but ignored the panic attacks, self-help books that made me feel worse about my emotional struggles, generic courses that treated feelings like the enemy of good business decisions. Nothing worked because none of it addressed what was really happening. So I did what any desperate entrepreneur does. I dove into the research myself. What I found buried in scientific journals shocked me. The solution to emotional overwhelm during business decisions has been hiding in plain sight all along. Dr. Daniel Goleman's research says that nearly 60% of a leader's results come down to emotional intelligence, and teams that channel those emotions through a simple, inclusive process decide twice as fast and achieve 60% better outcomes, while stress-soaked decisions drain companies of hundreds of millions every year. But here's what really got my attention. Neuroscience research from Stanford reveals that our brains are literally wired to shut down logical thinking when emotions spike. It's called an amygdala hijack, and it explains why smart entrepreneurs make terrible choices under pressure. The crazy part? There's a specific sequence of techniques that can rewire this response in just 90 days. I didn't discover this because I'm some expert. I found it because I was desperate enough to dig where others wouldn't look. Here's proof this works. I applied these steps to my own toughest decision, and in just 90 days, I cut my decision-making time in half and boosted my confidence dramatically. That isn't hype. It's the real, measurable payoff of channeling stress, doubt, and excitement into repeatable strategy. If it worked for me during my darkest moments, it can work for you too. Your emotional chaos during big decisions isn't a character flaw, and it's definitely not permanent. So think about this. Wouldn't it be life-changing to finally have a science-backed system that addresses the real neurological roots of your decision paralysis, instead of just telling you to trust your gut? Can you imagine what your business would look like if you could turn emotional turbulence into strategic clarity in just 90 days? Well, that's pretty much why I created the Pivot Resilience Blueprint, the only system built to turn your emotional chaos into strategic business wins in 90 days or less. This isn't another business course that ignores your feelings, and it's not therapy that avoids your business problems. This is the first system that treats your emotions like business data and turns that data into profit. See, most entrepreneurs try to separate their feelings from their business decisions. But here's what I discovered during my darkest moments of rebuilding from scratch in a new country with nothing but uncertainty. The core belief that changed everything. Your emotions are your business intelligence system. Stress becomes your early warning system. Excitement reveals hidden opportunities. Overwhelm is the signal that you need better systems. The problem isn't that you have emotions. The problem is nobody taught you how to read them to make million-dollar decisions. We use the Decision Intelligence Framework to fuse emotional awareness with proven business strategy. This works even if you're not the emotional type. Whether you're analytical or all business, this system doesn't make you more emotional. It makes you more intelligent about your emotions, turning reactive habits into strategic responses. Here's the real kicker. The less you think emotions affect you, the more they probably do. But with this system, you'll never have to choose between following your heart or your head again. And that's exactly what Pivot Resilience Blueprint teaches you to do. So if you just got a few minutes, let me break you down the 6 phases of the program. Phase 1, where the shift begins. Because before we change how you feel under pressure, we set the stage to make it last. You'll get a clear roadmap of what's coming, how each piece fits together, and how to plug the system into your busy life. We don't just aim for transformation, we engineer it. Phase 2 is exposing the silent saboteurs. This is where the fog clears. You become a detective of your own emotions. You'll identify your triggers, map your patterns, and see exactly how your feelings shape your business moves during critical moments. It's like having X-ray vision into your own decision-making process. This phase alone will change how you view every high-stakes moment in your business. Phase 3, you learn to be calm in the chaos. This is where the magic happens. You'll learn to read your emotions like business reports and use them to make smarter strategic choices. Your stress becomes an early warning system. Your excitement becomes your compass for opportunity. Phase 4 is for strategy wired to instinct. This is the breakthrough phase where everything clicks. We bridge your emotional intelligence with real-world business moves. You'll integrate emotional insights with structured pivot frameworks to make confident, informed decisions that actually work. Phase 5, one of my favorites, confidence under fire. It's time to put it all into action. You'll start applying your new tools in real decisions while tracking both your business metrics and emotional states. You'll see what works, what needs adjusting, and how to adapt without losing momentum. Is where the growth becomes real and measurable. And phase 6, leadership through uncertainty. The final phase where you master and sustain your emotional resilience to thrive beyond any single pivot. You'll integrate every insight, fortify your decision-making, and lead with empathetic strength that lasts. So now imagine this transformation. You wake up excited about that big decision you've been avoiding for months, because now you have a clear framework for navigating it. When your competitor launches something new, you stay calm and strategic instead of panicking, turning their move into your opportunity. Your bank account grows because you're finally making moves based on strategic thinking, not emotional reactions anymore. That's the transformation waiting for you inside Pivot Resilience Blueprint. And to make this a real plug-and-play system, we need to go the extra mile. That's why I've decided to put together a set of bonuses designed to move you from business chaos to confident leadership. No more what-if excuses left behind. Worried you'll get stuck? Covered. Afraid of blank pages? Covered. Tired of going it alone? Covered. So when you join today, these are the bonuses you unlock. Bonus number 1. This is our own software tool designed for you to track your emotional patterns and business decisions daily and more. Bonus number 2, 25+, done for you worksheets, templates, one for nearly every module. No more blank pages or guessing what to do. These tools make implementation frictionless. Bonus number 3. This one-page guide walks you through the exact steps to stay calm and choose wisely when pressure hits and you need to make a critical choice in the next 24 hours. Bonus number 4. A personalized emotional intelligence assessment to identify your decision-making patterns and business response styles, so you know exactly where to focus for faster clarity and stronger choices. Bonus number 5. An invite-only space to swap wins, dissect roadblocks, and keep each other accountable without the extra coaching fees. All these bonuses for free, and you join today. I call it the Pivot Execution Stack, which makes this a real plug-and-play system to install resilience into your business. Now you see that this is a full execution system, built to upgrade how you lead under pressure. Pivot Resilience Blueprint isn't another course you'll forget in a week. You're not starting from scratch. You're getting tools I use personally, designed to eliminate hesitation, emotional chaos, and decision fatigue. So here's everything you unlock when you join. The 6-phase Pivot Resilience Blueprint, your core system, where you learn to interrupt emotional chaos, rewire stress habits, and turn reaction into strategy. The Pivot Tracker software tool, to turn vague feelings into visible patterns so you can predict and prevent bad decisions. The Crisis Decision Framework, cheat sheet for when everything feels urgent and overwhelming. This gives you calm, proven steps to make smart decisions under pressure. The Clarity Compass, it's like a SWOT analysis on steroids for your emotional decision-making system. The done-for-you Pivot Implementation Vault, 25 templates and worksheets across all 6 phases to make action frictionless. And access to the private community space to share wins and get quick feedback. No noise, no hype, just others doing the work beside you. If this system helps you avoid even one $5,000 mistake or land one $15,000 win, that's a 20-60x return on investment. You've seen similar coaching systems go for $2,500+. Even basic emotional intelligence courses can cost $1,000+ without business application. This isn't theory, this is about execution. Today you get everything for just $247. That's less than $3 a day to upgrade the most important asset in your business, you. But I need to be completely transparent with you. This founding offer is only available to 20 entrepreneurs. After that, the price jumps to a $497 yearly fee. And here's why. I'm committed to provide personalized guidance to every entrepreneur who joins this program. To maintain that level of quality and ensure real results, I need to limit enrollment. In today's volatile market, emotional resilience is your #1 competitive edge. Waiting 6 months could cost you triple what this program costs today. So, if you're ready to transform emotional overwhelm into confident decision-making, click the button below right now to secure your spot in the Pivot Resilience Blueprint. Don't wait until the price doubles or all founding spots are filled. This is your chance to finally master your emotions and your business strategy without years of trial and error, without expensive therapy, and with much more confidence. Now, I get it. You've probably tried other programs before, ones that overpromise and underdeliver. Trust me, I've been there before. That's exactly why I'm making this decision easy for you. Join Pivot Resilience Blueprint and try the program for 7 days, risk-free. If you don't feel noticeably valued, if your thinking isn't clearer, if you don't experience at least one revelatory moment where you feel like you can handle pressure like a pro instead of giving up, then email us and I'll give you 100% of your money back. No hoops, no hassle, no questions asked. I'm this confident because I've seen what these frameworks do. They've helped founders stop second-guessing, bounce back faster, and turn emotional chaos into strategic leadership, often in the first week. The risk is all on me. Your only risk is staying stuck in the same loop that brought you here in the first place. And I need to tell you something important. This offer won't be available for much longer. Right now, I'm only taking in 20 entrepreneurs for this round of the Pivot Resilience Blueprint. Why? Because this isn't just another course you forget in your downloads folder. I'm here to make sure you actually get results, and that means keeping the group small enough for focused support. And here's the bigger catch. The next enrollment doesn't open for another 8 weeks. That's 8 more weeks of making high-stakes decisions. Foggy think 8 more weeks of second-guessing the moves that could change everything. 8 more weeks of watching others pivot and win while you're still stuck in overwhelm. Can you really afford to wait? Ask yourself, how much could hesitation cost you in the next 8 weeks? How many opportunities will pass by because doubt hijacked your decision-making? How long will you keep thinking, I just need more clarity before something breaks? I've seen entrepreneurs lose $10K, $50K deals just because they couldn't stay calm under pressure. I've watched founders miss partnerships, product launches, and pivots simply because they waited too long. Don't let that be your story. The price is also going up. Right now, you can still get in for $247, but once we hit 20 seats, the price jumps to $497 yearly fee. That's what this program is really worth. But the founding group gets it for less because they believed early, and I don't take that lightly. At this point, you have 3 paths in front of you. Path 1, you keep doing what you're doing. Keep letting emotions control your business decisions. Keep freezing up when big opportunities come your way. Keep making choices you regret later because you acted from fear instead of clarity. This path leads to more of the same. More sleepless nights wondering if you made the right call, more missed chances, more watching other entrepreneurs pass you by while you stay stuck in your own head. Path 2. You try to figure this out on your own. Read more books about emotional intelligence, watch YouTube videos about decision-making, piece together random advice, and hope something clicks. You've probably already tried this approach. How's that working out? Most entrepreneurs spend years trying to solve this alone, wasting time and money on solutions that don't address the real problem. Or Path 3. Join the Pivot Resilience Blueprint and follow a proven system designed specifically for entrepreneurs like you. Get the exact tools I use to transform my own emotional chaos into strategic clarity. Learn the decision intelligence framework that connects your emotions to smart business moves. In just 90 days, you can go from emotional overwhelm to confident leadership, from decision paralysis to strategic action, from business chaos to clear wins. Which path makes the most sense? The entrepreneurs who choose Path 3 are the ones who understand something important. Your emotions aren't the enemy. They're business data you've been throwing away. It's as simple as that. The choice is yours, but I hope you'll choose yourself in your business today. Because here's what I know about you. You didn't start your business to feel overwhelmed and out of control. You started it to build something meaningful, to prove you could do it, to create the life and freedom you've always wanted. But right now, your emotions are running the show instead of you. That changes today. And if you're still here, still watching, that's not an accident. Something in this hit a nerve. Something in you knows this is the shift you've been needing. Don't overthink the thing that's built to help you stop overthinking. Click the button below, secure your spot in for just $247. Remember, there are just 20 spots left at this price. And if you miss this window, you'll wait 8 more weeks for the next group to start. Your business can't afford to wait. Your dreams can't afford to wait. You deserve to make decisions from a place of power, not panic. You deserve to trust yourself when the stakes are high. You deserve to turn your emotional intensity into your biggest competitive advantage. Click the button below. Future you is already breathing easier.